Hey everybody, welcome back to another Artosis and Nyoken cast. The old Dan and the new Dan.
Yes.
Although we've both played StarCraft since the beginning and have been around. So here we are again. We've already done our one cast together with Sharp vs. Action. And now we're going to go into a good old TVP.
A good old TVP on a good old Blizzard map, because this map is Enter the Dragon 2005. This is an actual Blizzard ladder map. So that means that this is going to be very funky.
Wait, was it actually a Blizzard ladder map? Because I remember playing this like a long time ago.
Well, maybe it's not a ladder map, but it is a Blizzard map.
Yeah, no, it's... We'll get into it. Why don't we just jump into this game and get it started? All right. Now, this map... Wait, how do we do it? Like this? No. This one? This one?
Okay.
There we go. Reveal entire map. Okay. Guys, let's talk about this map and why this map is terrible. So, here's your main base. There's your ramp. Okay, that's fine. Everything's looking good so far. Now, let's say I want to expand.
It's so far. It's so far away. Protoss versus Zerg. Cannons just don't even defend your ramp. Also, look at how little terrain there is. You build like a pylon in one cannon, and all of a sudden you can't even build like past the grass. Like you can build like 2 cannons. That's it.
It's wrong to tech on this map. Gateway man is the best. Hydra man is best. Ling man is the best.
It is.
This is like... I want to know how much supply you think Rush has to have if he wants to take his natural here against Snow. How much
Against
supply?
Snow?
Yeah.
You might as well just 2-fact this map, because Snow's just going to go Reaver. If he sees you this far away from your main,
Yeah.
you're getting Reaver dropped.
Dude, this is like... I think I would go 4-fact command center. It wouldn't even be aggressive. I'd just be like, no, I'm making units for the to hold the expand.
Yes. Might as well, because
So
there's
crazy.
no way you can take your nat on this. So if we see Rush go for like gasless, I don't even know what to say.
That would be crazy.
Oh, it looks like we have 2 buildings. Oh, it's probably depot racks. I thought we were having
Yeah,
the 2
yeah.
racks in our main.
You know what, actually? Not too bad an idea. Of course, you're never going to break the ramp, though. Oh, man, what a map to see. Okay, let's unreveal it. Make it exciting here. I wonder when the last time these guys played this map was. I actually remember playing this in some tournaments and stuff back in the day, though.
You know, Snow, I think he's not even that old, so he may not even have ever played this map.
Yeah, Rush is actually very, very young.
Yeah.
So I think you're quite right. They may not really have experience here.
They probably don't even know what the Blizzard ladder was. When people hear Blizzard
Like,
ladder,
Blizzard has
like,
a ladder? Do you
they're
mean
like,
remastered?
Yeah, is that remastered?
Like, no, I mean normal speed. It was something else.
So we do have Rush. He did go for 11 gas, so it's going to be a little faster Vulture. I don't know why he went for that. I guess it's so open, you should be prepared for potential Zealot push, but because the map is so weird, I wasn't really expecting that. Now on Snow's side of the map, we see everything is just normal because there is just standard Cyber, no Zealot coming out, and this just has to be Reaver from Snow, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if it's one base Reaver.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even really make sense to expand quickly on this map. I feel like both sides theoretically should just cheese each other.
Yeah.
Because you can't hold your natural against anything. Like, even if you take your natural as Snow, what if a Vulture comes up? You don't know what angle it's going to come from. It's going to get probes. That's going to be it.
Yeah, and there's so many pathways. Like, you can come around the left side, you can come from the bottom. So easy to get access into the main. So I'm really paying close attention to see if anyone puts up like a second gate, second factory, starport, or something. Rush actually has a lot of gas.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a starport, because if we look at the mains, the surface area around the bases, there's so many places you can actually
That's
drop.
true. That's a really good point. You can see Snow is already kind of covering that a little bit by throwing a pylon down here. It looks like this does well off this area, so you know, it's helping a little bit, spotting this side of his main just in case something like a drop comes in. And definitely Rush is going to add something, but I'm not sure what.
Well, he's cutting right now. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a tank and there's mines, but we still have 3 on gas. He does have 4 Marines. If you're Snow and you see 4 Marines, you're wondering, Why are there 4 Marines on a ramp? Do you need 4 Marines on a ramp?
No.
So this has to be like FD or 2-factor something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an FD right now.
And look, exactly like I said, instant robo from Snow, second gate. This shuts down everything that Rush is doing. Well, you
Third
could
gate.
Third gate. You could
Three
say,
gate.
well, Rush can just get map control with mines. You know, take an easy natural. What natural? It is out in no man's land.
Yeah.
So I feel like Snow should just outright kill him.
Yeah, no, I would tend to agree with you on that. Like, if you're trying to utilize mines as an early defense, you're generally going to skimp on tanks slightly at that point. And then the 3-gate observer is just going to roll you over.
Yeah, he doesn't
That's
even
going to be
need,
it.
He doesn't even need Reavers for this. Goon observer will just kill him.
Yeah.
He's just going to have such a huge arc wherever he fights. And he may actually... Oh, no! What are you doing? Takes so much damage onto those goons.
I can't even believe that happened. I guess that mine was like just out of vision. I thought he saw it, but that is a huge amount of damage. And now Rush... I mean, suddenly, when you get a mine hit like that, you feel like this was a great choice in build order openers.
Yeah, it dealt way too much damage. 1 goon goes down, and goons are very expensive in the early stages of the game. Now, we know that there's 3-gate behind this, but Rush is probably feeling fantastic to eliminate one of the goons already. Gonna get a second one pretty soon, but he did check the nat.
Yeah.
And there's no Nexus.
When you see no Nexus at this point, at 5:30, you know it's just one base tech. You have to throw down an eBay.
It has to be tech. So if I was Rush, I'd be scrambling, like really focusing on my ramp. Where's that blur? Where's that DT coming in? So eBay comes down, but honestly, I don't even really know the purpose of the eBay because the DT would have already been here. Like, we actually don't even need it now.
Okay, that is a good point. That if it were a quick DT rush, it would already be there. But I think you have to make this when you see 5:30 no Nexus. You need a turret.
Yeah,
There's just too many stupid things that can kill you.
So we do have Snow moving across the map. It is 4 goons. Now, I don't think that the tanks or Marines actually saw it. Now he sees the mines are getting cleared, so that gives away that this is at least 2-gate observer. Snow takes his natural. Meanwhile, Rush sitting on the high ground with 3 tanks, so Snow's not getting up there. But he's denying this command center. Is he going to get up there? He's going for
5 goons up a ramp against 3 tanks.
Look how many shots didn't register.
Oh my god, look at this. And he's actually breaking 2 of the tanks?
2 tanks.
Now that's a Protoss right there.
That is...
Up a ramp
That's
against
Arto
3
Genius
tanks.
right there.
That's for sure. Oh my god. Well, siege mode finishes up, so Rush will be fine now. I am really surprised he even attempted that, but it worked out.
It worked out. 2 tanks or... Yeah, 2 tanks for maybe like 2 or 3 goons, denying the command center. Fantastic. I just don't ever see how Rush gets this command center down.
It's difficult.
4 goons are denying it.
Yeah.
And you got to travel so far, even if you leapfrog. What, is going to take him like at least a minute to actually land it? That's so much econ.
Let's count how many tanks it actually takes here. You could siege 2 tanks here, which would cover a tank here, which would cover the tanks here that cover your command center. So you need like 5 tanks to properly cover this.
So let's see. He moves out at 7:30.
Oh no!
1 tank
Oh
he's gonna get both tanks. He's gonna get all the tanks.
Oh my god! I mean, he's trading some goons, but he has his Nexus up at home. This is looking great for Snow.
Yeah, he kills a Vulture. He kills all the Marines. Oh, I'm actually shocked Snow didn't just go for it right there when it's in siege mode. It's not like it can't run away. So
it's true. It's true.
Remember, 7:30. I was talking about. He's trying to move out. Well, it's still floating.
That is true. By the way, just to put this in perspective for people, if you were going for a regular quick armory play with a 3rd base, you'd be landing your 3rd command center in about 45 seconds and having +1 attack done. Okay, so in this case, we're building a turret at the top of our ramp that we haven't been able to push down yet as Rush.
Yeah, just
not looking hot for our Terran player here.
No, Terran is in big time trouble. Now, luckily, he sees that it's only a natural so far, but he desperately has to get this base. We saw Shuttle get loaded up with Zealot's support bay. That doesn't even necessarily mean it's Reaver. We see it is Reaver. Oh, here come those Vultures, only getting a couple kills, but we see a lot of like 2-3 shuttle play with speed. And on a map like this where you're so vulnerable, that seems like that is just the optimal play.
It might be. Yeah, you have so much surface area you have to cover. Looks like finally getting a turret to go up right now. Oh, but it's Snow, and he drops that Reaver out beautiful shot, but a quick, smart unsiege here.
A great siege and unsiege from Rush, but he still doesn't have his command center landed. It's
Oh my
9:10 now, 1:40 since he moved out, and it was floating even before that.
Oh my god. This map, Nyoken, this map. It's so crazy to watch. Well, he's got the command center landed.
we
He's
got it
mining
landed
from it, right? And look, the SCV count's actually quite healthy considering how this game has gone, right? This has been floating for most of the game. He's at 35 SCVs to 41 probes. So, I mean, he's kept up with his production pretty well.
Okay, so I can agree on that.
Yes.
But
You gotta be an optimist here. A Terran
where's
boy.
our third base? We're just struggling to get a nat. Look how far the third bases are. If we go to the left side, what? If we go to the right side, are there even gases on the left side?
On the left side?
Yeah, on the bottom left, right there.
This?
There's not even
No.
gas there.
Oh my gosh. If you want a third gas, you have to go to the islands.
So we just go.
I want to play
reprepare-
Zerg on this map.
Zerg?
I want, against Zerg.
Yeah.
As Terran.
Oh my god.
Looks like a dream.
Ooh, gets the shuttle, but
But it's a Snow Reaver, so it's like
yeah,
no
it's
problem.
still gonna get kills. Okay, it's dead
Ooh,
now.
no,
Oh,
it's
what?
not.
It somehow gets all.
It's snow. It's snow. This is he doesn't lose those.
Now, one thing I noticed is somehow the SCV count is higher than the probe count. So did we have a vulture run by somewhere? I think we did. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's no way.
there were a few that he was running up here before, but you're right. He's a few probes below where he was before, so there must have been. Sorry, I'm a terrible observer.
Well, this is what Rush needs to get back into this
Mm.
game because he's got to do something. Starting your nat gas at 11 minutes. Not ideal.
Well, you don't want it to run out too quick either,
Yeah, we
though,
don't.
right? Because you don't have another one coming.
Now the thing is that since both players don't know this map, remember Snow had a shuttle. It's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Rush is building a dropship. He may actually be the only player that actually knows there's islands on this map.
That is a possibility. That's a really good point. We'll see about that, but I mean, it is snow, right? So he is Mr. Shuttleman himself. See what he tries to get done here. I feel like he doesn't really need to keep pressuring Rush.
If I was him, I would just sit and go carriers. Like, what's he gonna do? Attack me with 4 tanks?
It's
He
true,
doesn't
it's a
have
good
an
point.
academy. He doesn't have
Yeah,
comscat.
yeah.
He has no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, I think just macroing up at this point, if you max out and attack into here, like there's no real way to stop Gateway,
Yeah.
man. It's just, this is all unbuildable terrain. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can make walls in front of everything, and your macro's already so slow as Rush. Let's count his facts. 2, with 2 more on the way.
2 more on the way. He's completely gas starved. He
Mm.
went starport. We don't have +1 even done yet. He does confirm that there's a third base at the left side. But as you said, if you just max on gateway units, you can build like 2 depots as a semi-wall. That's it. So that would actually be a fantastic move. Here got more vultures. You get a few kills, but nothing major. Yet somehow Rush is still up in work.
Yeah, he's been doing fantastically keeping that macro going. And here comes in a new drop. I mean, already the probe count is really hurting for Snow comparatively, so some potential to exacerbate that a bit.
Yeah, here comes the drop. 2 vultures, 1 tank, fantasy-esque right here. But I don't know about this drop position. What is this?
Well, I think he probably assumed that this would be able to hit the probes at the natural.
Oh, loses the dropship.
Because honestly, here you might even just barely hit one. But yeah, it loses the dropship, loses the tank, but I think that was just map unfamiliarity.
Yeah, so unfortunate for Rush. That did basically nothing for him. And I mean, but still the supply is somehow decent for Terran. I'm so surprised. And we do have a science facility coming in, so +2 weapons going to kick in pretty soon. And I think we were talking about this earlier. 2 base, 5 fact +2.
Yeah.
So that looks like what we're probably going to see because I just don't know how we take a third base on this map.
Well, it certainly won't be easy. But he's setting up quite a few mines, is throwing down. I love that he has 2 floating buildings here to try to defend against any incoming attacks. That's really helpful. They soak a lot of Dragoon damage and screw with AI. Throws down a depot, just doing kind of anything he can here. And utilizing a huge mine count as well.
Yeah, mines are in a good position. Looks like that's a command center going up, so it looks like we've got our eyes on mid-right as our base because that's where we at least have a geyser. So it's not going to be any timing from Rush, at least not until we get +2. Now, what does Snow have? Because I see he's got Templars.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I think he is just going to be making mostly gateway units at this point.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a Stargate being built anywhere. And this would be fine.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to have Arbiter to fight a Terran army. I actually like Storm better than Stasis sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Well, I think on this map it makes a lot of sense as well, just because it is so wide open. Like, it just stay on that heavy gateway count for quite a bit. Like, his army right now is really, really strong. He's up 40 army supply.
We've got double Reaver to make sure Rush doesn't try anything cute. Pushes the Vultures back, and we may actually see the bust you were waiting for because we're at 155 supply. There's going to be 2 more rounds and we're going to be maxed. Rush is starting to get thin. He's spreading out his army on the right side. This would be a perfect opportunity to actually go in for a bust, but doesn't look like Snow's going to react just yet.
Yeah, if you're going to go, you got to go relatively soon. I do like the amount of mines he's put down, but if you send your Zealots in correctly, you should be able to clear that pretty well.
Yeah, so tons of mines being placed everywhere. We heard a few scans go off. So Rush probably realizes there's no Stargate, so he doesn't have to worry about recall right now. Still, neither player has taken the island yet, despite both players having tech. Looks like we got a drop. No, that's an observer at the bottom. But here we go. Snow looping around to mid-right.
Well, I guess there's not much here, so he could theoretically break through, but not a whole lot here for him to do damage to.
Well, he doesn't know that. He's kind of just running in mindlessly, and he's actually losing a lot of Zealots. Shuttle has double Reaver. He doesn't lose that, but this was not a good trade.
No, this has been kind of a terrible attack here from Snow. Will clear that tank, but he's lost a ton of units and gotten almost nothing done.
Yeah, he lost like 1 tank, maybe 1 Vulture, and traded for like 15 units right there. Reaver is still alive in the shuttle. I don't think you can get through this.
No, and what's the point, really? He's like trying so hard to deny a 16-minute third mineral-only base.
Yeah, what? You don't even... As Protoss, I feel like you don't even have to kill Terran. You can just make sure they don't get a 4th base and take the entire rest of the map.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, he's taken this base as well, but Snow would be maxed right now if he hadn't attacked in through there.
Yeah.
And what would Rush have? 10 more supply? Like, that's what he lost.
Yeah, so it looks like Snow's decided that 3rd is not the angle. We're going to go back towards the Nat, and he's coming in hard. Templar leading the way, but just gets
Do we have any Zealots?
There's no Zealots. Oh, man. Just face-checking into Spider Mines with Goons. Not the play. And Rush, look at how fast he quickly moved these tanks to defend. This is exactly what you need to do as Terran. And all of a sudden, supplies are 160 to 130 with +2 weapon.
Yeah, it's starting to look a lot better for Rush here. I gotta say, it's somehow this wonky map with a very weird opener is turning into a real game at this point. Snow, though, definitely throwing a bit of too much of his army away, and that attack was very bizarre as well. I think he's having a hard time figuring out, how do I end this game?
Yeah, so one thing that is good about this map for Terran is, for example, mid-right, we can just spam like a depot wall in front of the bridge, and all of a sudden Protoss flat out just can't attack us there anymore. So that kind of...
Oh, like right here?
Like right there, or also on the bridge on the right side at his 3rd base.
Oh, yeah,
Just right there, just completely wall it off. And then all of a sudden, Terran only has to attack top middle, which is what it looks like he might be doing right now.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, actually. You can't come over this bridge. This is a tiny area. As soon as you control this area, yeah, I guess you start to control everything on the map. Or your side, at least.
Ooh, great focus fire, taking out another Templar. Only really 1 storm connecting. Gets a beautiful storm on top of those 4 tanks, but I don't think Snow pushes through.
No, another attack that didn't quite work out. You know, that Gateway Man style, I think it was maybe a good idea for the mid-game, but as we start to get to these big supplies for Rush, this is too many units to attack into at this point. And as soon as, like you said, I hadn't noticed that, but once he gets up here, I mean, where do you go as Snow? You just have to sit on your side of the map.
Yeah, he can even wall off right to the left there.
Yeah.
And only attack that base. And now we have +2 weapon. We've got defensive matrix potentially with the vessels. We really have nothing to stop this army. So Snow... Oh, and then also this map is not circuit breakers. There's not 800 bases. Snow will run out of money.
Yeah, there's no question. He's not very high on bank right now. Neither of them have significant worker counts either, 50 to 59 at the moment. Here we go. Snow once again attacking in. Look at that siege tank count for Rush right now. He is melting absolutely everything that approaches him.
That army. Look, it's like pure tanks.
Yeah.
It's just only tanks. So Snow, he needs to get more zealots or get like a shuttle bomb or something because he needs something to get actually access onto the back line. We haven't seen almost any tanks die because he consistently just defensive matrix the front tank.
Well, now Snow is deciding to move around a little bit. Looks like he's going to come through this small choke while the rest of the Terran army attacks his 4th base up here.
Well, now I think he's found a good spot. The Nat is exposed. Now we're just turning around. Oh, he's going to turn around anyways. Does it look tiny to you? The army just looks so small for Snow. He's at 160, but we had like 20 units.
It's really not that much. Obviously, the Reavers take up a good 8 chunk of that supply. It's so funny how much he uses Reavers throughout the game, but yeah, it feels like there's nothing left for him to do, and I almost feel like, you know, obviously the opening of this game really felt heavily Snow favored, but Russia is playing awesomely right now.
Yeah, Rush is playing pretty much as you should. Okay, here comes another attack. Zealots leading the way, but they just
no, you can't attack through there. You can't do it. What are you gonna do? Attack over this bridge?
This is
remember these bridges? What is this, rivalry? Like what? What am I looking at?
Rivalry. Oh my god, that map had so many bridges. This is how you should play Terran versus Protoss. It's like actually perfect from Rush so far. And now that he's gotten his side of the map, sure he doesn't have the islands yet, but this doesn't look horrible for him. But he does need to deny one of these bases because
if Snow gets 2 extra gases, that's pretty darn significant. So definitely something that he's going to have to keep on top of.
It looks like Snow has decided that Crown is not the answer because we have our +1 weapon coming in for air, but I don't see any Stargates anywhere. Okay, there's the first Stargate.
That's a good place. I like it.
Yeah,
that's like the last place that should die, probably.
Another defensive matrix. I mean, we're just trading so much and getting so little.
Yeah, Snow is having a very difficult time actually breaking any of these points, gaining any real value, which is letting the siege tank count just go through the roof. Look at this. This is like 12 tanks here, and then we've got 6 there, and then we've got 5 here. So we've got 23 tanks or so that we've seen. Look at this. We've got 24, 25 tanks.
Yeah, we've just got so many tanks. Drop to top middle. It's going to get denied. Meanwhile, there was a big fight at the bottom, and he didn't wipe out like anything. So this base, I think, is under threat, and he's probably going to see bottom middle also pretty soon with his vessel, so he knows that's going to be there. And all of a sudden, Snow's down to 4 base also once this is taken out.
Yeah. But you know what? He is getting into that carrier tech, which could actually be dominating because the island bases on this map. You don't, you know, if you only have 2 gases, you can't really support Goliath tech late game.
Yeah, but I don't see any carriers being made. That's the thing.
It's a very good point, but he's adding a 2nd Cybernetics core. Like, he just got a 2nd Cyber somewhere.
Also, okay, well, here we go. Storm getting on top of some of these tanks. Looks like finally this time he's going to get a good chunk of tanks right here for minimal losses. And I think that's really all Snow has to do is just starve out Terran. But my main issue is Terran's +3 weapon, whereas our air is still +0. It's going to be a long time for these carriers to be effective, but because Rush has been on 1 armory, I think, I don't even know if he has any armor upgrades. Okay,
yeah, he's got 1 armor upgrade, yeah. You know what I think is very important here as well, it's really making me think, is Russia's been able to make a lot of tanks, and he really hasn't lost that many. And that's going to do so well for him, because he can just make nothing but Vulture at this point, which might bank him enough gas that any carriers that come out won't be able to do anything against him.
Yeah, that's very true. We do have the first 2 carriers coming out. Looks like this 4th base is finally going to get denied.
Very hard to push over such a tiny bridge. Snow bringing a lot of army down here right now, but that's a lot of tanks.
That's so many tanks. And you got to remember that 16 supply is locked with carriers right here, 12 supply. There's no storms. He's not using any of his Templars. Okay, there's one. Hits a lot of tanks there, but not able to actually get the job done.
Needs another round of Zealots to actually come down here and help out as well. The supply's staying very, very low. We have really kind of gotten into a long epic game at this point. 23 minutes on Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, and look at the money. We've got almost no resources for Snow. Meanwhile, Rush, sure, he has no gas, but at least he's mining minerals, I guess. Pretty well.
You know, well, he's definitely mining minerals well.
Yeah,
He's got
it's-
mineral
it's-
bases up the wazoo.
But he does need to get bottom middle because Snow is continuously mined that base without getting punished at all. I don't see a drop ship anywhere, so I don't think it's actually going to get punished. Oh, here we go! Mine drop!
Oh, not quite.
Oh,
my god. Sick mine drags right there by the Zealots. And now with more running in, looks like he should be able to clear up these siege tanks at minimum.
Okay, now that was a good trade. We finally got a lot of tanks, and now on 2 gas that's going to be depleted. How do you balance your tank Goliath count? You don't.
Yeah. This game is turning very bizarre. Because, look at this. He's added a couple dropships. I feel like at this point is Snow. If you just build lots of cannons and get carriers, like, you can just play, like, Island Protoss. That's it. Because I'm trying to think what you would do as Rush to actually end that, and there just wouldn't be a way.
Well, he's going to try and get in there. He's got 3 tanks coming in, 2 Goliaths. I actually think he will deny it because the carriers are so far across the map. Oh, a DT. Why is there a DT there?
Because there's a gateway here. This is what Protosses do. Okay, let me teach you about how to play Protoss. You make a nexus somewhere, you make a gateway next to it.
Yeah.
You make cannons there. That makes siege tanks come. You make DTs out of the gateway, bam. You get to mine the base out.
That's my strategy.
I know it is. It's because you're a Terran
so
player and you
broken.
actually understand.
Well, here come the carriers. 2 carriers
Oh my
versus 2
God.
Goliaths. Who wins that?
It's the carriers. Snow doesn't think so, runs away.
So Rush is going to have this base.
Yeah, he's got to just target this down right now. Kill the probes with the vultures. Kill the nexus with the tanks. It looks like he should just be able to get this.
Well, the dropship surprisingly got away, and now he can actually load up 8 Goliaths. I thought for sure that there's no way that he's going to survive. But instead, he loads up a drop to go to top middle. I think this is a smart move since we know the carriers are all the way across the map, but at the same time, there's so many cannons there.
Yeah, there are quite a few, but 3 dropships of units will be able to clear this with his +3 attack. So, yeah, dropping over here, very, very smart. You can siege up a tank, help everything out.
Bottom middle, our command center should die. So that's actually going to be a big loss. Meanwhile, carriers are going up to the top to defend it. And Snow's not mining right now. He's
Oh my god, he's not
actually
well,
mining.
hey.
Okay, sorry, we have 100 minerals. So he's broke as a joke if this Nexus goes down.
Oh my god, and it does end up going down. He does have this Nexus building. He is building a cannon. That's all he's got, though. That's the end of it.
Rush is up in supply.
But what does he have for the carriers?
He has nothing for
There's
the carriers.
4 carriers here. Let's count the Goliaths. What have we got here?
That's the thing, is even though we don't have a good answer for carriers right now, it is only 4 carriers. And really for me,
true.
I think 3 to 3.5 Goliaths per carrier is like the magic number.
Okay.
And I think 15 or so Goliaths, we can actually make that as Rush. If he needed to make 30, that's questionable. But 15,
yeah. No, it's a good point. I could see controlling this with +3 attack Goliaths if I have 12 of them.
Yeah, he already just
You just
knocked
micro
down
them? Yeah.
so much of the health on that one carry. He might even get it. And that was, what, 4 Goliaths right there?
Looks like he just doesn't get in. There is a 5th carrier here now. Oh, he actually gets to deny this base.
I think this is a mistake.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot, I would say. Well, actually, just getting out with those dropships.
Yeah, dropships
I'd
get
say
away,
that's fine.
But the command center goes down.
I think that's all right, though, because he's got all these, like, mineral command centers that don't really mean anything. He can float them.
Yeah, but
He's got plenty of minerals.
it's true, but we do have the Nexus going. Oh, he's going to go attack. I think this is smart.
Yeah, well, the carriers aren't there. You got to go do something, I would say.
Ooh, big hit killing out. Oh, that was our opportunity to actually catch carriers right there. Now they're in a position over the ledge, and
Okay, how many tanks do we have left? We've seen a lot of tanks die lately.
I actually don't think we have any tanks left.
Don't
Oh,
even
we
tell
got
me
to drop
that.
it top middle.
Oh, there's our tanks.
He's been consistently using the tanks and the drops that when they get cleaned up, they're not getting replaced because he's making Goliaths.
Yeah. Well, now he's got to fight with a Vulture Goliath, I guess. Can't help but to snipe down the empty shuttle.
Goliath's going to clear out this base. This actually is an important base, but we do have critical mass Goliaths, like I said. Carriers! Oh, goodbye, carrier. Maybe. So close.
Oh my god, 2 of them very low. Looks like that one does get picked off. Nice micro there from Rush.
Actually, Rush is doing a good job with such few units. He's got more Goliaths coming in, but Snow manages to hold. How is he holding this? He has 75 supply versus 115.
Yeah, and how is this Nexus still alive? You know how many tanks were spent over here trying to get rid of this Nexus for 100 years, this mineral-only base? This is going to be everything left on the map.
Well, Snow is going to come in again with these carriers. Goliaths are getting good shots off.
I think he's pushing too hard, though.
Yeah,
I think he's pushing just a little bit too hard. Like, the carriers are gaining so much value.
it's like one hit left on that carrier, and then we would be down to 3. Actually, one hit, it was at 1 health.
It's at 1 health right now. There we go. Finally snipes it down. Okay, we're down to 3 carriers here for Snow.
Yeah, but now that Snow has got... Oh, a big drop at the top again. It's vultures, though.
Well, he's out of siege tanks.
Yeah.
There's literally none left.
Even though he can't kill the Nexus,
there's one.
he can kill the probes, and that's what he did. And
He can kill the Nexus.
Snow, again, has basic... Like, he's wiping out this base.
Oh, this is getting funny.
He has 2 probes.
He has 2 probes. Oh, my God. And look at this. He spent his entire 2K mineral bank just on vultures. Now he kills the Nexus. He might end up killing this one, to be honest. If the Goliaths, walk over here correctly. I mean...
If he kills this base, okay, he cancels something, because now he's got 700 minerals. I was going to say he can't actually build a Nexus on any islands. So he just wouldn't have the money.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're making Archons now. You know you're desperate when we make Archons.
Oh, yeah. Whenever I see Archons in TVP, I know the game's almost over one way or the other.
And another thing is that he does, that even gets a shot on Archon.
All right. He's safe for now.
The thing is that since he has carriers, which require minerals to actually keep building, Snow is actually just going to be broke really quick if we can get out another 10 Goliaths, which it seems we're slowly massing up.
Yeah, very slowly. He is pretty much out of gas at this point. The Archon's going to go ahead and join the 4 carriers. This is really all that Snow has at this point. What is the victory move here for Snow? Excuse me.
I think he just has to kite forever.
Kite forever.
I don't know how he can actually fight Goliath straight up.
He's down to 1 probe, by the way. Literally 1 probe.
How did this happen?
I have no idea. This game has been absolute madness. Maybe this is absolutely a crazy, awesome, good map that needs to come back.
It might be. But here we go. More vultures moving across.
He's building a probe!
How funny would it be if we just kill all of the Nexuses with vultures?
It might happen. Look, he can't fight this. Okay, the Archon's coming in. This could be the final fight right here. Snow trying to get in and kill off these Goliaths. If he can kill all of them and keep his carriers alive, this is still potentially a victory. I don't know if that's doable, though.
Oh, Goliath just plow through and it's GG.
Oh, my God.
How did Rush win that?
What a wild game. It was like 9 minutes in when he got his natural.
Yeah. He was mining gas at his nat at 11. Wasn't it 11 minutes? I think it was.
Yeah. It was something like that.
And meanwhile, Snow got his Nexus.
He
up
never
at like
got a
6
third
minutes.
gas. This was a crazy game. He was at like 24 tanks, and then only 1 tank he forgot about at the end. Enter the Dragon! Is it a great map?
It's something. It is a map.
It is a map. Just barely so. All right, guys. That was Rush vs. Snow. Thanks for watching.